One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Jayhawks will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. He is a guy with a lot of upside, and they think he will be a centerpiece in this passing attack. Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Cox. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Kansas, the offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Makes his first start of the season for this team, hoping to get things started with a W. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D denied him on second and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's going to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Bounced off his feet.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to... breaks into the open. He's at the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback will keep it. Finding some room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Keeps it on the option. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A lot of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll go to the counter. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leading, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The hand to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Cox. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a give to Washington. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. It's complete. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They'll send the back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Cox. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out at the end. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Offense changing the play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to...
Could be an alley. And he'll be brought down.
I don't think the defense was expecting run on that play. Second and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Rich. He's got enough for the first down, and he's stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Jayhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They just keep firing. That one comes out hot down the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Jayhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're going to run it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's piled up 82 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Duggar. Fires to the middle. Williams got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Notre Dame right back to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Snagged out of the air. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running inside, it's Cox. Got enough for the first. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pulls it in. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Bulldogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complete.
And down he goes back with the three. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He turns like that. You don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it much better. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. There's a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires quickly.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This time he wants to throw. Got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it. And tackled there by the defense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Looking for space, it's Cox. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to...
Here's a little room there. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Pulls it again on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Connection to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. And the Jayhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the 1st half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Quarterback making adjustments. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Critical juncture in the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Takes it the other way. At the 20. He's out of bounds, and the interception will seal it, and they'll go home with the victory.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us.